Hi everyone, I'm so glad to be talking to you today about Shop 657. Our goals for this store are for it to be a real marketplace where alumni and students can work and sell their clothing and accessories in a way that is very analogous to real life, right? So we're trying to make profits, and the great thing about this shop is that part of the profits go towards the students and who make the work, and part of the profits go towards the student scholarship fund. So the student scholarship fund is a great thing that obviously, we want to offer as much as we can to that. So what I'm going to do is show you some of the things that we have in store right now, and as we go around, I'll be bringing some things up, and we can check back in with Russell to see how the window display is going in a little bit. Before we get to the actual product, we can also say that this is the second iteration of this store. When we opened it earlier, it was a much different kind of situation. Now we're really trying to move it forward into a marketplace type option, a marketplace type situation where students from all different programs can come in, and we can put together looks from, say, jewelry, metal arts, product design, and especially fashion. So let's take a look at some of the different brands we have on sale. So I'm going to go grab some, and I'll be right back. The first brand that I can talk about here is Ben Copperwheat's screen printed items. Ben Copperwheat is one of our faculty members and is an excellent graphic artist, screen printer, and all-around amazing guy. He obviously has an incredible aesthetic. This t-shirt is an example of his screen printing in a way that is really loud and exciting and really fun. So these are on sale here, and a whole range, and they'll be coming in a lot of different examples. So here you can see some tights, some screen printed tights as well. We have a whole range of these. We're going to put some of these in the window for the Pride window, and we're really excited to have him on board. He has a really great website if you want to check out bencopperwheat.com. There is a lot of his amazing work there, not only fashion, but art and a lot of different kind of influence concepts that he has also. So we're also going to be doing a window featuring his work coming up soon. All right. Here we have one of the shoe brands that one of our fashion merchandising students has created. He's a Taiwanese gentleman. The brand is called Kai, and he's created a line of really exciting athletic shoes here that are mostly men's sizes, but we have some smaller sizes that are wearable by women as well. So not only these bright color ones, oh yeah, these are great. The black and white version. So they have the design is a traditional Taiwanese mask design, and he's put out a couple of collections of these. So we'll be getting new product of these periodically over the coming semesters. Really love these. Here we have some gorgeous work from an alumni, Danny Ding, which is who is the manager of the store. So he got an AA and associate's degree in fashion merchandising, and has been working as the manager in the store for the past semester, and he is really wonderful. He's a really great guy, and he has an excellent eye for merchandising. He's a natural, as they say. He also has a brand which is focused on collaboration. They've been working for a few years with different artists and designers from especially the Bay Area, but California in general, and also abroad. It's called Project White Elephant, and Project White Elephant is also available on Instagram. You can Instagram PWE Official, and Project White Elephant works again in collaboration with a lot of different artists and designers to create really classic, perfect, kind of really nicely made women's wear primarily. So this is a suede jacket, really, really beautiful. Made in Vietnam, really great quality material, excellent finishing and construction, and again available for sale here in the store. This is his brand, but he has a number of collaborators that he works with. So Project White Elephant is new to the store in the last few weeks, but Danny's going to be continuously bringing in their new collections. These examples are from their spring collection, so their new fall collection is going to be kind of inspired by American nautical themes. So I expect a lot of navy and white stripes, I imagine, and lots of interesting overcoat items. So these are really exciting. There's a really nice collection that they have going on here. So I'm sorry, this skirt actually is from our next brand called Mute by an MFA student named Joanna Liu. She lives in San Francisco on Treasure Island and has been designing here in San Francisco and is having her goods made in Shanghai. Shanghai has a wonderful tradition of tailoring and excellent garment construction, so she's using some really wonderful cashmere fabrics primarily with really nice quality linings and beautiful materials for an elegant shape finish. Joanne was one of my students, and I'm really proud of the way that she's able to have this consistent vision and really high quality product that really is not that expensive. This cashmere top is running $300 where it would run much higher in other brands. So she's doing really good work, and I'm really happy for her. Here's a couple of other Mute by Joanne Liu's items. This beautiful burnout neoprene. Neoprene is the material that you use to make wetsuits and things. Really unusual material to work with, though it's been pretty popular in fashion lately, with Alexander Wang using a lot of it. This is a really unusual burnout fabric that has two different textures, and she's using an outward-based seam that's going to really age in an interesting way over time. Really reminiscent of 80s Japanese kind of comme des garçons concepts that were really rough around the edges and really interesting. So this is a really beautiful departure for her from her simple concepts. So I'm really excited again to see her using these different materials and kind of making it really interesting, and really excellently paired with these wonderful simple trousers, the tie waist and baggy, really on trend right now, really beautiful. I'm really happy to see these. Here we go. So this is a beautiful woven cashmere in a nice camel color with traditional overcoat seaming, really fine stitching around the edges. This is very traditional, but also very elegant. It's not heavily lined, so it's going to have a kind of nice soft weight to it. You'll notice that unlike a lot of overcoat items, it doesn't have heavy collar interfacing or heavy shoulder interfacing, so it doesn't have that same kind of structure that you might see in a suit jacket, right? Which is really nice in women's wear. It's one of those things that a lot of it's kind of unusual. It's just the simple material, which I really like. No extra stuff. It's really perfect. Here she's pairing it with her lace tops, that simple skirt that we had that we mentioned before. So Joanne Liu. And some of her items are merchandised here along this rack. One of our early vendors for this semester's shop was 625 Lab out of New York City. 625 Lab is a brand that was created by an MFA alumni in design that has a really excellent kind of simple streetwear situation going on. You can see that the sweatshirt jersey is reverse embossed, so the logo here is raised against the base of the jersey. Really interesting and subtle, right? Really interesting and subtle. So this is a very popular very popular brand. We've sold out almost entirely of this semester, and these are three of the very few pieces that we have left here. Again, here you can see the embossing that I was just mentioning in a real subtle kind of embossment. These are on our sale rack now, so they're really inexpensive, really great for what they are. Heavyweight cotton jersey with this really subtle embossed design. She started designing these in China. She started designing these in New York and is still working in New York. and has recently begun to have her operation manufactured in China so she can get better pricing and still with really good quality. One of the big misconceptions is that Chinese production is bad quality. That's definitely not true. There's a huge range of Chinese production. So in this case, we're having really, really nice quality streetwear being created in China. One of the things that Rona Mackenzie's classes are doing are working with some branded Academy of Art sportswear, and after they come out of the kind of basic sales, the students in her textiles class use them to practice and develop their printing skills. So here we have an athletic pant. This is a Nike branded Academy of Art sports item that was purchased for our athletic teams. And here it's cut into a kind of nice rough cut short that is great for the summer or the spring, but even to work out in. And then it was printed with this discharge. A discharge is a special printing material that will remove the dye from an item. So here they're garment printing onto the black, right? And they're garment printing and they're removing that color by using a kind of bleaching process. They're using screen printing method to do that here, and it gives a really interesting look. You can actually see how the red Academy of Art logo here was actually bleached away, and part of it looks kind of cool, right? So here's another one of the discharge items that was then overprinted with the Academy logo to give a different effect. So they actually reprinted that red A on there, which is awesome looking, really nice look. Again, Nike, good quality items here that they're starting with. Here's a sweatshirt that was direct printed. We call this an overprint, right? So these were, again, a product of Rona Mackenzie's textile class, and that in combination with Nike came in and developed some product and kind of worked with us on this last year. Here's another item from 625 Lab, which I really love. Pearl knit sweater, really thick and heavy. This is a true pearl knit fabric, which you don't see that often. You can see the nubbly texture on the surface, and on the inside we have that same nubbly texture. So it's cut cross grain, so it has this really unusual floppy drape to it, really, really beautiful. Sweaters can be so simple, but this particular sweater has a really interesting construction where there's an additional panel on the side here, flops down like that, so it has a real slouchy look, really nice. She's got a really good design sense. Again, this is 625 Lab. Okay, our next brand is produced by a Korean student named Dahae Kim, and her brand's called Witch Kim. And again, it's really beautiful knitwear. You can see the tag. This item's retail at $150, $154. She's using this same really interesting reverse embossment that gives this really cool kind of simple effect, this raised effect that's very, very popular. It really looks great. These are brand new for us, so this is the first collection we've had of hers, and we just got them in this week, so we're really excited. That's why they're up here in the front. We're hoping that they do really well. They're right on trend right now. Really beautiful kind of swoop neck situation here, and really good quality knitwear as well. These are made in Korea with cut and sew bottoms, sportswear effects. Really nicely done. She's an alumni from the MFA program. Her primary interest, we'll just look at this one right here. This is one of her looks overall. Her primary interest is in the bomber jacket, right? This kind of reimagining of that traditional military item, that bomber jacket, right? Usually it will have a different sleeve in the body. It will have this kind of simple collar, cuff collar like that. It's a pretty popular item overall in fashion. You see it come back and all the time. Burberry's made some amazing ones. They're just kind of keep coming back, a really durable style. She has some really interesting details here, some kind of cut pocket here that I've never really seen anybody do something like this, really unusual and interesting, with some beautiful fabrics, really solid linings, really nicely done. and again a neoprene sleeve. Neoprene is really popular this year. Find a lot of it happening. Dahe has an Indiegogo account under the name Witch Kim, where she's trying to fund a line of these bomber type jackets in different types of materials. So unusual prints, really high quality leathers and things like that. So check her out. If you know Indiegogo, you can go to Indiegogo and type in the search Witch Kim and see some of her, that process. She also has these really simple, beautiful shirts, which I think are really androgynous and excellent for either gender. Really nicely made. Really great kind of overall look. What I really love is this swoop of black here, the black sleeve and the blue sleeve here. Retails for $110. Really, solid price for a good quality shirt with these really interesting details. That's about what you'd pay for a shirt of this quality at any major brand. So it's really, really well priced, and I think she's doing an excellent job keeping this really fantastic kind of style points in a decently priced item. Great print on this, right? Really wonderful. The last thing I guess we should mention is that you should definitely check out Shop 657's Instagram. So you could just go on Instagram and search Shop 657 Sutter. Shop 657 Sutter. It came up just with Shop 657 for us too. I checked it earlier, so it will pop right up. Definitely our best social media option. We do have a Facebook account as well right now, and we have a website, but we're developing a kind of commerce situation, so we're going to wait a little while on the launch of that until that's ready. So for now, Instagram is your best option for taking a look at what we're doing. And of course, I really encourage you guys to visit. As Russell said, visiting San Francisco is great generally, but when you can see all the different things that we have going on here, you'll just be really excited, I think.